Hello folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Ultra Deluxe play the Stanley Parable. And when last we left off, we became wildly famous and successful, incredibly rich, incredibly powerful, all the things that we could ever want. And yet there wasn't Bucket. Was it really everything that we wanted? No, we have to have Bucket. What is life without Bucket? Let's go find the Bucket and find more endings!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe we have. Or maybe we just missed the amazing, awesome, fantastic, spectacular Bucket.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
Indeed not. Welcome back, Bucket. We've missed you. We know where we're going. This way. Over here.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. We're going this way for these endings.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It was, and yet it's not.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We're not going that way either. We're going here. To the left.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
All right then. But wait, I forgot something.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet.
Oh.
Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Really? Can I actually go back?
I'm serious, Stanley. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
I'm full of doubt here, narrator. There is a bit of doubt. I'm gonna try the door again. Can't go through this door. Not that... Alright, fine. But if you're wrong, narrator, you owe me $5 billion US dollars, okay? $5 billion US dollars. I'm holding you to that. Protect me, Bucket.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Narrator! $5 billion US dollars, please. Oh, who am I kidding? You're never gonna pay. Let's go that way again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket, I know you tried your best.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
I wonder how many lines there are for picking up the bucket. I don't know, but what I do know is that we have a bucket now. Let's go this way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
It's not!
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Indeed.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
That one's really old.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Like, really old. Why hasn't someone thrown that out yet? I don't know. What I do know is we're going this way, and this time we're taking the lift.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Hopefully we don't have to pay $1,000 for using the lift.
Good,
said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
This definitely isn't ominous. This might be ominous.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Can I go back on the lift? No, the lift doesn't work. Okay. I could just throw myself off. There's no way to go that way. Can I go this way? No. Can't go that way. Alright, bucket. We're going this way, I guess. Not a fan of this. But here we go!
Now pick up the phone,
Said the bucket.
pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Oh, okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Huh?
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
A home?
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. It's a nice little place, though. A nice little kitchen. Fridge. TV. Bucket! Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press K to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
No, that's not true. It told me to take it to work. T to take me home with you. Oh, alright. Whatever you say, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
It's 0:0. Bucket's favorite time of day. Let's go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
That's not true. It's Bucket. See, look, Bucket's right there. Doing my work for me while I went to go get coffee. Don't listen to a loud man. Press L for us to go back. Exactly! Why would I listen to a loud man?
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Or maybe you shouldn't have given him the bucket. Sunset. Press F to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Anything for you, Bucket.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Oh, look at you, Bucket, you little joker. Don't you try and take my bucket. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press C to go back. Of course you're real. I'm holding on to you right now.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
What are you watching, Bucket? Ah, the blinding light of the heat death of the universe? It's a good show, isn't it? Press Y to relive this same day with me, over and over. For you, always.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket.
It's bucket. Press I to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home. Of course.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
I've left so many candles around. This is definitely not safe. Good thing I have a fire alarm. Yeah, good thing. Oh, Bucket. How could anyone ever be mad at you? No one could be mad at you.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me. Give me the bucket,
No!
Stanley. I need it.
No!
Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
It's my bucket! Go back to work, Stanley. I will! I will, Bucket. How dare you try and steal my bucket? It's mine! You gave it to me! It's my... You can't take these things... You... Deep breath. If the narrator tries to take the bucket, you know what to do. You know what to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I have. Don't you try, narrator.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Let us indeed find out. Ah! Okay, there's one input. I feel like I'm missing an order, like, you're there, and then there's one there, and then there's one somewhere else that I just don't see. Either way, I know where I'm going, and it's this way, over to that phone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting
It is the
room.
correct way to progress,
But Stanley
though.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Let's go.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I
Stanley
need to
took the
find
door
a
on his
room
left
that's both
to go
red
back to the meeting
and
room.
blue, and perhaps that's not attainable with the bucket.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. But what if I'm lying about reading my sign? Let's go. On the lift, and we'll unplug the phone.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Did I? Or maybe I didn't.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Did I?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
How about... Aha!
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Because?
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker?
I don't know.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh?
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Okay.
What is comedic timing?
Tell me.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
I hope so.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Let's go!
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Really?
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
The humor?
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
Oh.
When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Okay. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times.
Where'd my third hand come from?
Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence.
What?
And to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
Just a
well,
bit.
No matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay. Oh, we're going back. Oh, okay. Let's go back then. All the way back to the beginning of the... Oh, we can't perish
I can
here.
feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
Okay.
A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The
Wait.
bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Did I vote for you as the king of comedy? I don't think I did. Okay, we can't go that way. We have to go back through here. And all the way back to those two doors. Alright, narrator. This is your time to shine. Be dunny with the funny.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
No. That's not the door on the left.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Yep.
No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point.
Nope.
A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Indeed.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling.
That's not true.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, we'll enter the door on the left this time. Let's go.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video?
But you
I
said...
think this was all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
What?
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
But I...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are.
Ha!
No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
No.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale...
I like it.
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
Ah!
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
Oh?
That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
I think he spent forever searching for the thing to make him the king of comedy. That he did. And you know what I need to do? I need to go find that final figurine. We need to find the final figurine. The only problem is, I don't know where the final figurine is. Except that it's in a place that is both red and blue. We'll find it. We'll find it. It's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. Just gotta locate it. And when we come back, we'll find it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.